Hi, I'm Crystal and I'm a DoorDasher. I am going to try to do something today that I've never done before, and I am going to try to accept at least 70% of my DoorDash orders. That's right. You don't understand what that means yet, do you? Or maybe you do, if you have any idea what DoorDashing is. DoorDashing, we deliver food, right? From grocery stores or convenience stores or restaurants, fast food, whatever. And DoorDash is an app, and as a dasher, I'm presented with an option to accept or decline. And it gives me some information so I can make an educated guess on if that order is going to be worth my time. And it is a guess. Sometimes things take longer than expected. Sometimes restaurants aren't ready, or customers are hard to find, or a number of things. It can be all kinds of things that go wrong. But when everything goes right, it's usually because I accepted the right DoorDashing thing. Hold on. All right, so I have the DoorDash app ready to go. And if you look at the recording with me, I'll put it over there. I'm doing a screen recording. It isn't really busy right now. It's red enough. The colors red mean that it's somewhat busy, but the redder it is, the busier it is. If you see down here in the Phoenix area, it's really busy. And if it's even busier than this, there might be an extra couple dollars on top of the regular base pay and tip. So you'll see what dashes will be offered, and typically I will decline anything that is not at least $1 per mile. They give me the whereabouts, how many miles it is, and how much I could plan on making for that dash. And if the customer chooses to tip on top of that, choose more to tip on top of that, that's great and everything, but you can expect to make at least this much. So if it's $5 for 5 miles, I'll probably accept it, but if it's $5 for 10 miles, I usually decline it. And my acceptance rate is in the 40s right now. So I'm gonna try to get it up a little bit today by accepting at least 7 out of 10 orders. That means I have 3 that I can decline out of those 10 orders, and I'm only gonna reserve those 3 for the really, really bad ones. The ones that definitely won't make me money after gas and time and all. So let's go ahead and dash now. I'm gonna choose my time for 8 p.m. only because that's when my quitting time is for today. And if I get my 10 done before 8 p.m., great. If I don't, I might be dashing after 8. All right, so here's one that I'm not too thrilled about. This is a Golden Rice Express. It's like a little Chinese restaurant. They want to give me $3 for 3.5 miles. I'm not really looking forward to this one, but I don't want to decline it. They might tip on top of it, so I'll go ahead and accept it. And we are off to Golden Rice restaurant, whatever that was called. One sec.
A few moments later.
I'm leaving Golden Rice restaurant, and what's funny is this customer lives on Golden Lane. Isn't that funny? Anyways, I am now headed to the customer's house and wanted to mention a couple of things that I thought about. One, I don't know if I explained very well the difference between accepting 100% of your orders with DoorDash if you're DoorDashing, or being a cherry picker like I am, and I'm only at 40% acceptance rate. The difference is really hardly anything. I mean, DoorDash doesn't punish you. You still get orders. The customers don't know if you're a cherry picker. There's absolutely no downside to being a cherry picker, except that acceptance rate goes down. But I mean, of course, DoorDash wants you to accept more if humanly possible. However, I'm the one, sorry, my camera's kind of shaky. I'm the one driving. I'm the one using my gas. I'm the one that's having to be pulled out of a busy restaurant area into a secluded residential area that doesn't have many restaurants around and waste my time and gas going back to a restaurant area. I don't find that it's very fair to not pay your dashers well. That's my personal opinion. But with all business models, there's downsides and there's upsides. I can't expect to make great money all the time. But I try. That's why I cherry pick. Now, someone that has a higher chance at getting top dasher rewards, you know, incentives and stuff like that, is someone who has higher acceptance rates, of course. And I haven't made top dasher in a while, and I'm pretty sure it has something to do with my acceptance rates. I mean, Top Dasher doesn't get me any more money, doesn't give me extra money, but they do give me, I don't know, I guess first dibs on dashing times or something. I'm not even all that interested. I'd rather cherry pick, and that's my personal opinion. So you might be asking, why am I trying to do 7 out of 10 tonight then? It's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm not going to get very great dashes right now, and I am curious to know if I can get my acceptance rate at least up to 50% something, if by accepting at least 7 out of 10 in this next, I don't know, how many hours will this take? Hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours? I have no idea how long it will take me to do these next 10 orders, because I like to try to keep my dashes close by within a certain amount of mileage range, and sometimes it doesn't always work out for me that way. This customer asks me to leave it at the door. So the only way that I would get tipped for this order is if they go back into the app and add a tip later, which has happened before, but it's rare. So maybe they'll meet me outside and do the exchange and hand me some cash. Probably not. That's also very unlikely. So I'm only making $3 for 3 miles or something like that, and it's not really worth my time right now. But I didn't want to decline it, although I really was considering it. All right, I'm going to push pause and we'll do the next order. Okay.
A few moments later.
So just dropped that one off. We're getting the Boston Market for 11 miles, $4.50. I'm sorry, that's just way too far out there. That would put me past El Mirage Road. No, I'm declining. I'm sorry. It's just way too far, distance too far. I get to select a reason in my options when it asks me why am I declining. So if we're looking at my DoorDash app right now, that red area means that's the busy area. Here we go. Here's a Panda Express, 3.5 miles for $7. I always zoom in to see if it's a house or an apartment. That helps me decide if I want it or not. Apartments are tricky, especially at night, but it's got to be good money for me to want to do an apartment. I really don't think it's worth my time to do $4 for 11 miles. Sorry, you want Boston Market? You should pay more than $4 for that 11-mile drive. That's just how I see it. Now, if I was already heading out to El Mirage for something, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. All right, here we go. We're going to Boston Market. Obviously, I misspoke. I meant we're going to Panda Express. Boston Market was the one I declined. I'm all, I don't see a Boston Market around here. Duh.
A few moments later. A few moments later.
That one, I got a $5 tip, $3 base pay, a total of $8. That's $1 more than I expected. Now we are offered Bosa's Donuts. $7.50 for 8.5 miles. If I zoom in, it's a house. It's also close to the freeway, which takes me outside my delivery zone, which means I'll have to drive back into my delivery zone, so it's more than 8.5 miles. Yeah, that's right. Very rarely am I ever offered a DoorDash outside of my selected zone. Go get the Bosa's Donuts. Let's go.
A few moments later.
A smoothie, another smoothie. Cherry sprinkles donut, Boston cream filled donut ×2, and a raspberry jelly filled donut. All right, so I am unassigning myself from this delivery. Seriously, why would you do that? Well, here's the thing. Order not ready. The order was not ready. Confirm. Seriously, I waited in there for 5 minutes and they hadn't even started the smoothies yet. They had tons of people in their drive-thru. They were telling people to go park somewhere else while they waited, and I only saw one guy working in there. It's like, okay, you know what? No, I'm not doing another Bosa Donuts. I just got another Bosa Donuts one, and it's not even giving me an address. Look how it's right smack dab in the middle of the street, so that's a wrong address. Let's see. Wrong address. Wrong customer address. I've had one of those before. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where it doesn't pinpoint to a house or an apartment or a building. I guess I'm a snob when it comes to door dashing. I'm a door dashing snob. Like, I felt bad for the guy that was in the, I've only made $11 so far. Ugh. The guy that was in the thing, I'm such a snob. I'm not doing this one either. This is 2 different locations, 7.5 miles for $5.50. No, I'm sorry, I'm a snob. Look at my decline rate is 47% right now. I'm gonna say order's too small. Get me out of this area. This area stinks. This area is, it's not the fancier restaurants. They're the mom and pop sort of restaurants, and people don't put tips inside the app. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I am such a snob. Chang's Chinese Buffet, $3.50 for 3.5 miles. Seriously. Oh my gosh. I gotta see if this is an apartment. Hold on. I got 15 seconds left. What the heck? That's not a house either, dude. Ugh, I'm missing it. I've I've got people behind me. I'm not able to safely choose my dash. Look at how it's telling me that I missed my delivery. Okay, this is a really great video on what not to do with dashing, because I have no idea what I declined the Chiba Hut one, and I declined another Chinese one. $8.50 for 11 miles? Oh my gosh. I've got my hazards on, sorry. I feel like I'm in a Target parking lot right now. But you know what? This is gonna put me closer to the nicer restaurants, so let's accept it. $8.50, and this is to El Pollo Loco. I don't know about you, but that reminds me of the Breaking Bad show. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of this side of town. It is 11 miles away, and I'm only gonna make $8.50, but it really is better than this area, because this area, obviously nobody tips ahead of time on their app, and the mom and pop places can't afford to hire employees, so that poor guy didn't have to do the drive-through by himself, the donut drive-through, and the door dashing orders. That's not right. He shouldn't have to do that, you know? All right, let's go get El Pollo Loco.
A few moments later.
Hi, I have a DoorDash for Rachel. All right, I got my El Pollo Loco. I've got my water. I really like it when restaurants offer something to drink. Most of the time, if you ask them for water, they'll give you water. I've only had a couple of places offer me soda because the wait was taking so long. But El Pollo Loco had the food ready. We're ready to go. I can get back on the road, and I'm heading in a direction that I'm okay with because I'll be closer to the restaurants and whatnot. If I go to that donut one, if I would have done that donut one would have put me out of my area. I would have had to maybe wait for order in that area before getting back into my zone. Most likely I would have had to just waste gas getting back to my zone. And so no, it just didn't make sense for me to get it. And one time I took my daughter with me, and we declined an order that was really far away, and she says maybe somebody else is going to get it that wants to be in that area. And I'm all, there you go. See, that makes sense. Let's just think of it like it's all going to work out in the end. It's all meant to be. By the time a new DoorDasher gets that donut order, it'll be ready for that dasher, right? Otherwise, if I hadn't have gone in there, they probably still wouldn't have had it done by the time somebody else got it. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't have to waste. I've already wasted 5 minutes waiting for them, and they weren't even close to being done. Nor did he have any help. I felt so bad for him. He had 2 or 3 drive-through orders that he was working on, and mine, the one for my DoorDash. No. So I'm just really glad that I was able to move on to the next one. And oh, that's what I was going to mention. I've already been presented with 8, I've been writing them down, 8 different dashes, and I've only accepted 3. We had, the first one was the golden rice, the second one was the panda, and the third one was El Pollo Loco. Been dashing now for an hour. Good thing I haven't been recording the whole time, huh? I'm at another stoplight. I still have 7.5 miles more to go for this order. And I was thinking about dasher help. If you've ever been door dashing and you've had somebody else in the car with you, then you will know how big of a help they can be, the helper can be. I've had my kids help before. When there's an apartment upstairs, I've had my daughter run up the stairs, put the dash order on the doorstep, take the photo, knock on the door, and run back to the car. That's helped my knees a ton. And I feel like an old person talking about my knees. That's funny. And also I've had my son help me, and getting things out of the back when we've had grocery orders, lifting things or holding the drinks, things like that. It's just been helpful.
A few moments later.
I get to rate each of my things, smiley face or frowny face. I'm doing this one as a frowny face because of the far delivery distance. I got $4.50 on the base pay, which is better than usual, and a $4 tip. And that gave me a total of $8.50 for 11 miles. Now, even though this is the area that I want, if you're looking at the screen, you see that busy red area? That's all the fancy restaurants. Those are the restaurants when people want to order in dinner for the evening. See, ppKing's, $9.75. Oh, and this is putting me way out in Timbuktu. Okay, I'm gonna accept it. So rather than having you watch me do this one, I'm gonna call it quits for this video. I'm gonna go pick up my ppKing's order and then take it to Timbuktu, which is gonna make me come all the way back without any restaurant orders. But I'm really tired of declining. I'm really tired of declining and being a cherry picker because I just feel like my acceptance rate is getting really low, which is why I tried this little challenge for myself to begin with. I was presented with 9 and I only accepted 4 so far, but I'm gonna keep going tonight. I'm not gonna record anymore. I feel like this video was long enough. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks, bye. I can't do it with my